So, the syllabus. Right. So, as far as GS syllabus is concerned, we have four paper, right? Paper 1. Paper 1 constitutes your history. History means ancient, medieval, modern, and the world. Okay? And also post independence consolidation. Post independence consolidation. Okay? And there is this culture, the culture of India. And then you have society. And last one is geography. Okay? Geography, the geography of India and the geography of the world. Okay? Both. This is paper 1. Broadly, this is paper 1. Now, paper 2. Your paper 2 constitutes of polity, constitution, governance, your social justice. The last is international. Your internal security, your science and technology, and environment, ecology, and disaster management. Okay? And the last paper is paper 4, and this is all about ethics. Fine? Now, each paper constitutes 250 marks. Multiplied by 4 is equal to 1000 marks. Very, very important. Okay? This makes this entire GS paper very important. Now the question is, why this particular syllabus has been made? We have to understand. See, in UPSC, okay? So the thing is that we don't know anything. We are working in some sort of black box. Okay? We know that something is happening inside the box. We don't know exactly what happens and how it happens. Okay? We have no idea. Truly, I am telling you, honestly, I am putting that point forward to you. If somebody told you or telling you, trust me, they don't know it. Okay? Now, so understanding of the syllabus is very important. Why this syllabus has been designed? First word, first line of the UPSC, when you read the syllabus in the gadget, government gadget, you will find one line mentioned there. And the line is that we do not need a specialist point of view. We require a generic point of view on all these topics. So what is generic for them? Right? The moment you define specialist or the moment you define generic, तो समझना पड़ेगा ना generic है क्या? Okay? Let's understand. Actually, out of all these points, we infer one thing. Idea of what is this idea of? Now, if you see the paper one and if you analyze it properly, it talks about the history of India. What is the historical root of a person, let's say, called India? History क्या है इसका? ये है history. Culture क्या है? This is the culture. Society's makeup क्या है? This is society's makeup. And how India looks, geography, head, tail, left and right. It talks about, basically paper 1 talks about the physical and historical context of India. Alright? Let's keep this relationship bilateral. Now paper 2. If you see paper 2, polity, constitution, governance, so many things are there. पता नहीं क्या है, I don't know. Constitution अगर लेते हैं, there are many definitions of constitution. Okay, one simple way, if I have to define what is constitution, constitution is nothing but a rule. Just imagine a game of football. Okay, in Northeast people love football, I guess, soccer. Yeah, both खेलते, right? Now, if you imagine that a game of football, just imagine if you remove the rule book. If you remove the rule book, will that game will remain a game, or it will just an abrupt fight between two teams? It will not remain a game. It is the rule which give identity to the game of football, or for that matter, anything. And if constitution, I said, is nothing but a rule book. So constitution tells you that how India operates. What is the operation of India? What are the different institutions? Parliament, judiciary, executive, those are. So how this operates, okay? This talks about the operation of India. Operation of a person called India. This person. We are talking about this person. History पहले बताया, सब चीज बताया, फिर operation कैसे होता है that we. Now let's come to paper 3, economics, science fair, internal security. It talks about the aspirations of India. I will give you one simple example. You must have heard the news of Chandrayaan 2, and we were very sad when some eventuality happened, right? Now that is aspiration of India. Economy is aspiration of India. When Narendra Modi said $5 trillion economy, what does that mean? It talks about the aspiration of India. India want to become a $5 trillion economy within 5 years. It is aspiration of India. How this aspiration will come? Through these things. Through science, technology, through economic policy. This is going to fulfill the needs, requirement and aspiration of the people of India. Okay? So this is aspiration. Fine. Now let's come to paper 4. Okay. What is this? See, no civilization ever in the history, again I am saying no civilization, I am making a sweeping comment. No civilization ever in the annals of history has progressed or sustained for a very, very long time without having a moral value. Let's take the example of Rome, great empire, right? Roman Empire was a great empire. You must have heard about one's very famous quotation. Nero was playing flute when the Rome was burning. Nero was the king of it. He was playing flute, Ghana music when the entire Rome was burning. Imagine. What kind of ruler was he? Moral degradation of the society. Entire society has become corrupt. Entire society, all the edifice of governance has become dysfunctional, disillusioned. The entire society was well delusional. Delusional phase में क्या होगा? The same empire which was built by the Caesar himself, gone, wiped out. So ethics doesn't tell you. Remember, ethics is about not about what is. Ethics is always about what to. It will always help you to move forward in the direction of values, better values. Okay? Do not become selfish. It says that do not become selfish. Become selfless. Do not become independent. Become interdependent. This is what is the story of ethics. It brings social cohesion. When you talk about ethics, it brings social cohesion. Amity between, the friendliness between one people and भाईचारा, इसको बोलते हैं ना, brotherhood or camaraderie. That is the basic purpose of ethics. And without strong ethical and moral value, no country, no civilization has ever progressed. So if you include all paper 1, paper 2, paper 3 and paper 4, what does it talk? It talks about this person, the idea of India. They want you to understand the idea of India. Again I say, I write this way. I said they want you to understand what the idea of India. But when we talk about understanding, what kind of understanding UPSC seeks from you? Let me tell you. What kind of understanding they want. Catch up, right? If you see the understanding pyramid, what kind of understanding it is? Then it is information or knowledge. Information/knowledge, comprehension, analysis, and critical analysis. Okay? Information and knowledge. This is called faculty of mind. Okay? Some people would have knowledge but they cannot comprehend. Some people would have comprehension ability but they cannot analyze. Analysis is good, bad, everything, understanding the reality. Okay? And the highest form of thinking is critical analysis. When you are able to understand the pros, the cons, the surrounding, and then on the basis of that fact, you are able to make a judgment. That is critical analysis. And now, today you go to your home, just see the question paper, previous year question paper. Both in optional and in your general studies, you will find one thing. Most of the question says critically analyze X, Y, Z. आप आज घर जाके देखना, you will find most of the question says critically analyze X, Y, Z. Anything they will put, say critically. Swachh Bharat Abhiyan, critically analyze. Okay? So, did I make my point clear about syllabus? Okay, okay. Now let's jump to this paper. Okay? There is a very funny story about this. I'll tell you. Ethics. Question? I want to ask you one question. You have been a graduate, I believe some of you might have a master. We see professional ethics, okay? Profession, how you ought to behave. If you are a doctor, then how you ought to behave. If you are an engineer, how you ought to behave. Okay? Some certain fundamental things are there. But there is nothing called ethics as such. There are certain administrative things. There is this thinker portion, and then there is a case study. Fine? Now let's try to understand why it is interdisciplinary. This subject was made interdisciplinary in this sense. Okay? For example, when we try to understand what is good, if I ask you what is good, it is very difficult to define what is good. Okay? Then all of a sudden, if I give you an example, that Aristotle said this is good, Gandhi said this is good, right? So you have an authoritative statement for you. They want to tell you that, sir, I am telling you this is good, and if this is good, why this is good. Socrates said once that if you tell a human being, listen carefully, if you tell a human being that what is good, they will do good because inherently human beings are good. Human being is not a jealous creature. Human being is a benevolent creature. Since their fundamental nature of a human is good, the moment you tell him that what is good, he will do good. Just because they do not have the knowledge of good, that's why they don't do it. Okay? So this was the statement of Socrates. In philosophy, you are going to learn what is good, what is ethics, what is value, what is moral and ethics. All these things. Okay? Psychology. Psychology, apna psychology, right? Something to do with your attitude, behavior, etc. Right? Now the psychological aspect says that let's move from Socrates to the disciple of Socrates. Do you know who is the disciple of Socrates? Plato. Thank you. Socrates, Plato, Aristotle, Alexander. Okay? This is the hierarchy. Socrates, disciple Plato, Plato's disciple Aristotle, Aristotle's disciple Alexander. Okay? So Socrates said that. Now, second point. Plato said, not merely having, try to understand, not merely having the knowledge of good or bad will help become a person good or bad. Merely having a knowledge won't help you. सिर्फ ज्ञान से कुछ नहीं होने वाला है. You have to implement it in real life. So it says that merely knowledge हो गया. Second word, bring that goodness in your attitude. When you bring that goodness in your attitude, you will do good in most of the places. You will do good in most of the places. The chance of you going haywire is very, very slim. Do you agree? Merely knowing good, is it going to help you? I'm asking you. It's not going to help. Practicing that goodness will make you a virtuous person. What Gandhi knew, we also know that. What Gandhi knew, that we also know that. But the difference between Gandhi and an ordinary politician is Gandhi did it, we did not do it. It doesn't form the part of your attitude. When that good value doesn't form the part of your attitude, you are not going to behave in a value-based. Next, administration. See, administration का क्या है? Why are you appearing in this examination? To become an administrator, right? You are appearing in APSC or UPSC. What is your motive? ऐसा तो नहीं है ना कि भाई मजे के लिए दे रहे एग्जाम. ऐसा है क्या? बड़ा मजा आता है लिखने में. IAS के एग्जाम लिख देते हैं. Is it like that? No. Your emotion, you invest your emotion, your time, your energy, you put all the hard work to become an administrator, to clear this examination. Well, that is the perception. Means UPSC's perception is what? To make you a good administrator. So whatever things, goodness you have learned in psychology, and you made it a part in psychology, you apply it in administrative situations. You apply that honesty, if you nurture honesty and you practice honesty all the time, you have this attitude of an honest person, then they say that apply it in administration. So the purpose of putting administration here in the syllabus is just one fundamental. Whatever you have learned, goodness, badness, or form the part of psychology, apply it here. And this is in order to gauge, remember, in order to gauge whether you have understood it or not, many people do what? They will cram it. Mother, याद कर लेते सब, जाके लिख लेते. No, यहाँ पे उन्होंने डाल दिया case study. They will test your ethical attitude. Whether you are how ethically competent you are. Whether whatever you have learned, whatever you have felt, are you able to apply it in case study? And one more thing, very interesting thing that they do. They have bifurcated the question paper into two parts. Section A, only questions. Section B, the case studies. If you see the UPSC mains answer script, okay, all paper 1, paper 2, paper 3 would be of approximately 40 pages. These papers thickness is approximately 75 pages. The lengthiest paper amongst all paper, but number of questions is the least. You will find only 14 questions. Here you will find in other paper 1, paper 2 and paper 3 you will find 20 questions. यहाँ पे सिर्फ 14 question मिलता है. But even with 14 questions, they give you 75 pages because the question paper is very lengthy. That is one reason. And what happens when you solve case studies? There are 7 case studies. When you solve case studies, you have very limited time. When the time is very limited, you tend to do what you feel. Remember, when you have a huge amount of time, you can manipulate, you can start thinking so many things, so many ways to come to a solution, okay? But when the time is limited, human behavior is they tend to do things which comes from inside. जो अंदर है ना वो बाहर निकल जाता है अगर आपके पास समय कम हो. This is what they do. This is the trick they play in case study. So this internalization of ethical values directly reflected on the solution of case studies. And thinkers reading about self-actualized people that not just inspire you, but that also give you the basic tenets of what are values and in difficult situation how they utilize value. I'll give you an example of integrity. So many engineers here. I'll tell a story of an engineer. विश्व सूर्य का नाम सुना ही होगा. कुछ दिन पहले engineers day भी था. हाँ? You understand Hindi somewhat? समझते होगे ना? विश्व सूर्य. Integrity means even if someone is not watching you, when someone is watching you, you tend to behave in a very fancy way. This is what we do normally, okay? But if someone is not watching you, even if you do exactly the same thing, that is it. Vishwasarya used to have 2 candles. 2 candle लगा था उनके पास. एक कैंडल को लीड करते थे, ठीक है? घर पे आते थे वो, तो काम करते थे, ऑफिशियल वर्क. तो एक कैंडल जो रहता था वो ऑफिस के पैसे से खरीदा रहता था. वो कैंडल जलता रहता था. इट वॉज लिट. जब तक ऑफिस का काम करा तब तक वो कैंडल जलता था. जिस समय ऑफिस का काम बंद हो, फाइल को साइड में कर दिया. दूसरा जो कैंडल होता था, द सेकेंड कैंडल, he used to lit it, and now that second candle is for his personal use. खुद का पर्सनल यूज के लिए सेकेंड कैंडल उसको जलाता था. क्यों? क्योंकि ऑफिशियल काम खत्म हो गया, इसको बंद कर दिया. Then and there, without wasting any second. That is integrity. No one was watching. He was in his own room. Who will see? Who will peek through the window? No one. Still, he does it. This. Now the story of those people will not just inspire you. They also tell you about certain situation. When situation become very complex, the chance of erosion of the values is high in those cases. Okay? But how those great people handle those kind of situation, that gives an idea into how values are implemented. You get my point? Okay? Of all these things, now you understand the rationale of making this syllabus ethics paper. Why all these things have been chosen from multi-disciplines. To enhance just one line, to enhance your ethical competence. That's the sole purpose of UPSC. Or now it has become the purpose of APSC as well. Okay? So let's try to understand and solve a case study. Okay? One, I will deal something about our ethics, then we will jump to internal security as well. I will give you a glimpse of internal security as well. Fine? Okay. I will give you a situation. Fine? Listen carefully. I'll give you a situation. try to analyze the situation. Fine. If let's imagine you are a train driver, okay, and you are driving a passenger train, big passenger train. Now you are going through a track perfectly fine. All of a sudden, you saw there is a bifurcation of the track. Fine. One track is the live track, the same track that you traverse every day, and the other track is abandoned track. Okay, fine. Train is in speed, quite a nice speed. There is no communication or there is no system. You have the choice of either going this side or this side. Okay, दोनों साइड जा सकते हो, ऐसा नहीं कि एक ही साइड जाओगे, आप दोनों साइड जा सकते हो. And all of a sudden you saw there are 10 children. 10 children playing on the live track. You got to make a decision. Even if you employ the brake, still the time is not sufficient to stop the train before causing that accident. What will you do? Think. As a driver, what will you do? क्या करोगे आप? सोचो, सोच के बताओ. Sorry?
We will choose another track because we can't kill the children.
We're going to kill the children. We will go that other track. Okay? Fair? Other people?
We can try blowing the horn.
So, well, we are blowing the horn. We are blowing the horn. कर रहे हैं लेकिन हट नहीं रहे. हाँ? Other people? Do not hesitate. More you speak, more you learn. Today is the first class. Even in other classes, more you speak, more you learn. Simple. Okay? Because this place, the coaching center, you have come here. You are investing your time, you are investing your money, your energy, your emotion. So do not hesitate. Ask anything you want to ask or say anything you please. बताइए.
How long is the other?
क्या?
How long is the abandoned track? The other track. How long is it?
The length of the track. We do not know that. Idea नहीं हमारे. 2 किलोमीटर, 5 किलोमीटर, कुछ भी हो सकता है. We don't know that. But the stop sign is not in front of me. I cannot. That's why I don't know what is the length of the track. Abandoned.
Then we will take the other one by taking.
Abandoned.
Yeah.
Okay. Other people? This is an opinion-based question. There is nothing called right or wrong. Tell me.
So we'll took the same track only. So if we take the alternate track, then we will put the wheels to the entire the bogies, means the people traveling in the bogies.
Okay.
So we cannot be for few children to the entire. We can put the means we can give them warning दे सकते हैं कि हॉर्न बजा के ताकि बच्चे भाग जाए. लेकिन अगर हम लोग ऑल्टरनेट ट्रैक ले लेंगे तो उसमें पूरे मतलब बॉगी का पैसेंजर्स का खतरा हो सकता है.
हो सकता है, खतरा हो सकता है. बिल्कुल सही. Okay. और कोई? Anyone else who would like to say something? What to do? Do not hesitate. Doesn't matter whether even if you are wrong, even if you are horrendously wrong, doesn't matter. What matters is you should speak. I always encourage my student to speak. Even if when in Delhi there is a student of the class is of 600, size is 600 people is sitting here. Still I do it. Why? The same confidence will help you in interview, and that will help you get 10 marks extra. Remember, and 10 marks is huge. 10 marks is huge, and the same confidence, same articulative ability will help you score minimum 10 marks extra. And remember, 10 marks is huge. Tell me.
So first we'll apply the brakes.
Okay.
Then after applying the brakes, we'll take the other route.
Okay.
The one where the children are there.
Okay.
And if possible, we'll try to disconnect the other bogies from the main engine of the train.
Engineer. Okay, that's fantastic. Okay, one more. One more. Come on. Bolliye. Okay. We'll solve it. Normally, you can solve this normally as well. For example, if I'm a driver, okay, my main duty is towards the passenger, and thousands of people will be sitting there. You cannot jeopardize the life of that thousands of people and for 10 children. And we do not know how long that other track is abandoned. Do we know that? We don't have any information. Let's say that if I have taken that path and आगे का accident हो गया, who will take care of that? So many people will die. Hundreds of people could die. Okay? Secondly, we don't even know. There is a possibility that child would be playing on that track. It's their daily business. बच्चे लोग नहीं करते सिक्का रख देते हैं उस पे बोलते देखते हैं कतला होता है कि that is what they do. Maybe there is a possibility train will come. Before it will reach to that place, they might disperse. Is it a possibility? Let's say this is also a possibility. You are going to an abandoned track and they got confused and they came to the abandoned track. Those 10 people gone, children gone, and you are jeopardizing the life of so many people as well. That is a highly risky affair. And you are duty bound for them, not for them. So you will go through it, applying the brake so that the speed could be reduced, honking at the same time. Okay? But you will go through, even if somebody dies, that's not your. You will not feel bad about it. Okay? This is a general way of solving it. Let's understand, try to